Hey everyone. So, real quick, I want to do a little bit of a recording for another way to run code in your console without having to call Ruby. This is called creating a bin folder, and it allows you to do things like just be able to call bin/run in your terminal and have that work, rather than having to type Ruby run.rb or something like that. Um, and it's a more general way to build out code and make it run in Unix operating systems. So currently I've showed you how to use rake, which is a Ruby specific thing. I think we have rake run here. Yep. But basically I have this up in the README, which will explain most of it. And what you want to start by doing is just create a bin folder in your main directory. So now anything I want to call this will be like, if I want to say like, hey, this is going to be called run, like I will be able to eventually call bin/run. There's a couple of things I'm going to get to how this works. You'll notice I have a permission denied thing. Not all of you will. I will show you how to deal with that if you do. But basically, first thing any bin folder starts off with, I've given this to you. It's called a shebang statement. In that there is this hash and then a bang, to basically tell your computer to use Ruby when you're running this code. Now, at this point, if I did like a puts hi right here, you're first noticing, hey, because I didn't call this RB, my VS code isn't recognizing it as RB. This might not be a problem for you. If it is, you can just go over here to this like little plain text thing, hit auto detect. You can type Ruby if you want, and it'll do that. Auto detect works too. Boop. It'll do the same thing. VS Code will start treating it as Ruby, despite the fact that it doesn't have an RB. So I'm going to now add this. So this shebang, right? All you need to do, paste it. I don't think I've ever seen a case where this is not how you define it. So here now, if I call bin/run, this still doesn't work because I still have this permission denied error. I could call Ruby bin/run and it'll work, but that's not what we want to do here. We want to get rid of having to call Ruby at all. If that's the case, I've given you this terminal command, which will basically, the reason you're getting permission denied is that this file doesn't have run access yet. So I'm going to add this bin/run. And now if I call Ruby bin/run, it works. Cool. So this is a way to just put some Ruby code here and then just have it to call bin/run to make it work. So here I can do some very similar things to what I did in my rake file, right? My current run file looks like this. Bloop. I can just copy this into my run code here. Now if I call bin/run, oop. Right. Now that I'm in this folder, there is occasionally something like my run.rb was in my root directory, right? So in this folder, you'll notice this is nested within a bin folder. So I have to say, hey, get out of my bin folder, go into config from my root directory. So ... says go back one folder. Config says go into the config file and then grab the environment.rb. And then this should all work. Cool. And now, geez, this works again. Cool. We can do this for multiple things, right? I can say console and go back. Hey, do this. Set console to also be accepted. Do this. So in this case, we would have to again require relative. And then we can put binding.pry. And then I can go ahead and say bin/console. And I can go right into, hey, who are my characters? I can use this for debugging purposes. I can say that thing I have. Yep. Great. So that's how you create a bin file. It's a really good design pattern to get into. It's just helpful. It like other developers will know exactly what you're supposed to do here with a bin. Versus otherwise that might not be a thing. So you'll notice now I have two ways of running my app. I can call rake run. And this will solve a problem for me. And I described that in our last build session together. But this is an alternative to that. And it'll also work. Thanks for watching.